This is a place of refuge for genocide survivors who are seeking peace.
I experienced extreme violence or saw extreme violence where my mother was being to near death.
Demand your rights.
Laura Som founded the May Center to help survivors of the Cambodian genocide heal from the trauma of the Khmer Rouge's reign of terror. The communist regime killed roughly 2 million people. Here, students can take a civics class, a topic dear to Som, who says her father was murdered in Cambodia because he was against the government.
I spent my entire life, from then until now, to learn and heal myself so I could be civically involved, because I know that's the only way.
Som was teaching civics when her student V. Sarong asked the question that started a movement.
I asked the question of why Cambodian community doesn't have such political voice.
Members of the Cambodian community traditionally have not participated in local government or voted. The reason, says Charles Song, is fear.
Most of us didn't have a say back in our country because we live under so oppressive government that any say would probably end up with missing, your brother and sister and all of that.
Cambodian Americans make up about 4% of the total population in Long Beach. More than half of them live in and near an area called Cambodia Town. This area is divided into 4 districts with 4 representatives. The Cambodian community has gathered thousands of signatures asking city officials to redraw district lines, so Cambodia Town is consolidated into 1 district with 1 representative who understands its special needs.
We're people of the earth. We want plants and gardens. This is how we heal ourselves. But yet we are put into a community where it's a cement jungle.
Civil rights attorney Marc Coleman says other ethnic minority groups have succeeded at redistricting.
The Latino community did the same thing, and they created what more or less has been called a Latino district.
The Cambodian community is also supporting an item on the November ballot calling for an independent citizens group to redistrict the city after the 2020 census instead of having city officials draw the lines. Redistricting of the city will not be considered, said city officials, until after the 2020 census to get the most accurate population count. Song says he will keep fighting. He has survived much worse.
And that survival mode can only be used as a tool.
For many genocide survivors, this fight for representation is one step towards finding peace from their painful past. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News, Long Beach, California.
But also being. It's more difficult to not move